What is up, you guys? You're watching Sergio Secrets. Before I get started with today's video, I post some of the greatest sale links, so if you're ever interested in knowing what the best designer and contemporary deals are, all the links will be down below and they change from video to video. And today we're gonna be doing my 6-month review on the Louis Vuitton multi Pochette and the Prada reissue from 2005. So I have both of the bags in my collection. I'm actually getting rid of my multi Pochette, so I decided that I would do a 6-month review before I get rid of it, just so I can compare them and what are my thoughts after using them both for a good amount of wear, using them on a daily basis within the last 6. So if you do want to see an unboxing and how I got the bags, I'll leave all those videos down below, because for this one I did have to find this one a lot. And for the Prada one, I also had to kind of find it a lot as well to get it. I ended up getting them in London when I was visiting, but I'll leave those videos down below because I'm not going to go into details. I want to talk more about the actual items. So with the Louis Vuitton multi Pochette, you already know it comes with one pouch right here, a second one, the chain, the strap, and the strap that I chose for this one is in the khaki green color, and it has the round coin purse right here. And when I purchased mine, it came with the Louis Vuitton box, and it came with a dust bag for each of the items. Prada Pochette, it came in a dust bag and a shopping bag. I didn't get a box or anything. Literally, this was like, I asked if they had it and they said, oh, we have one left, and they took my card, they rung it up, they made me sign, and I left. Like, they basically wanted me in and out of the Prada boutique when I was in London, and that's how I bought it. And so yeah, so now that I have two of them right here, I always get asked, which one should you go for? Which one is the better value? Which one would you say? And for me, I'm going to be honest in this video. I'm just going to say that I think the Prada one is the one to go, in my opinion. I've been using these bags for the last 6 months. I'll give you the pros and the cons of both. I'm going to be telling you why I like this one a lot more. Talk about the Louis Vuitton. So for me, the reason why I like this reissue from Prada, and in general why I prefer this one, like even if I got it in the nude color or the blue color or the pink color, is just because of the nylon. It is super wearable, it is super movable. I love this bag so much. And for me, I do take the thicker strap out and use this one as an actual handbag. You know what I mean? It has a nice, good base to it. It fits a lot of it, and it looks good as like a little pochette handbag, in my opinion. And versus when I use the Louis Vuitton one, I don't really like to use the chain with one of the pochettes. It looks kind of awkward, and for me, I'm like 5'11", so from proportionally, I feel like it doesn't necessarily look the best. So for me, like, I feel like this one, I get more versatility because I could actually use this one as a little cute shoulder bag, like out and about at night. Like, I could actually use this one a lot. And then this one's really easy to travel. I literally spilled something last night, and I will literally go in and clean it up with like a dot of Dawn soap, and it will literally come off. I spilled stuff in it, and it literally still looks brand new the moment that I got it. I love the bag a lot. And then it has a little clochette here. Now, I will say that this clochette can be a little awkward sometimes. Sometimes there are times where I do take it off. The chain, the clochette, and the actual other strap, I feel like it could be too much going on. So there are periods of times where I do take it off, and then there's some other periods of times where, I like it. But what I like about the bag is that you have an option to take it off or put it back on. So mine says the Prada reissue. I know some of them just say Prada on it, re-edition on it. And I just think this is like a nice bag that I'll have forever. When you look back into the 90s or the early 2000s, like, it really hasn't been modified at all. Yes, it's been changed a little bit, as it's been the same. And when you open it up, like, the zipper is nice and smooth. I just like how it just opens up, and then the inside it has the little Prada plaque, and it says Prada Milano, and then it's just lined in that kind of Prada lining that's lined in all of their kind of most popular handbags. And yeah, it's just like a nice open. I can fit a lot. I can fit my cell phone, I can fit my wallet, I can fit my keys. I can basically fit everything that I need to fit, because for me, what I've been really into are bags that can fit, kind of the essentials, or bags that fit a lot. So you'll see, like, behind me, like, these two bags, my pull-in bags, my Antigone Mini, like, those are bags that I reach for all the time because they fit the essentials and I don't fit too much. And then The other bigger bags that I have are like my Perito, my YSL tote, my Dior, my Givenchy. Those ones fit my laptop. So it's either I want a bag that's super small and fits, you know, what I need to fit on the daily basis, which is, it really isn't a lot, or I want a bag that fits my laptop and fits, you know, my notebooks and fits everything, you know, for me. So I either kind of pick either or. So I think as far as sizing, I do like the size of this one. Like I said, I'm about 5'11", about 165 pounds. So for me, I think proportionally and everything, I do love the Prada reissue. I think for me, I just cannot say anything bad about it. Like, I've worn it, it's been thrown on the ground by accident. I spilled drinks on it. Like, this bag has been through a lot since I purchased it, and it still looks in really good condition. And also with the other strap here, it says Prada throughout it. What I like about the Prada versus the Louis Vuitton one is that the Prada one actually fits a credit card. It actually fits your ID. It actually fits stuff inside of it. So it says Prada, made in Italia, and I just like it. Le quepa las tarjetas de crédito, your ID. So for me, sometimes if I go to the gas station, or if I, you know, I'm at Target, I don't really want to open up my entire bag. I can just literally pop in my card, pop it in, pop it out, or, you know, gas station, or, you know, at, you know, getting it at the restaurant. It's just super easy, super free, and I always know that it's here because I always leave it here. So I usually just leave my ID and then my either a credit card, and I'll put my actual like card case in here. And so I like that. I like that I know that my cards are always here, so I don't have to go looking through it inside my handbag. I like the silver hardware as well. The hardware has not really had any like wear, like general wear and tear. Like, it's just been holding up really well. The leather and everything, like, honestly, I cannot say nothing bad about this bag. Now for me, I did buy a price increase in London, so I think after my VAT and everything, I paid about $1,000 or maybe $950, and I know here in the US it retails for $1,290 plus tax. I still think it's worth it, guys. I feel like this is a forever bag in my collection. I don't see myself ever getting rid of it, even if there's a moment where I may not use it as much. I feel like this is something I can always have for the rest of my life. This is something that will always keep going in value. I see this maybe having another price increase. I just feel like for me, this is worth it because this is something that I'm gonna have forever. Some people may say, well, it's nylon, it's not necessarily worth it. And I can agree with, you know, certain people's points, but the way I see it is, when you learn the history of nylon, when you learn the history of the Prada, and how, you know, in the beginning, nylon wasn't considered a nicer fabric, you know what I mean? How they kind of made it into what it is now, the classic nylon, and you're using them on clothes and other items. Like, I tend to appreciate a lot of the things a lot more. When I have in my collection, when I learn the backstory and the back end, a lot of the things, I tend to appreciate it a lot more. And I was doing research on the nylon and more Prada, and I really appreciate this bag in my collection. And honestly, this is classic black, super hardware. You can't get any more Sergio than this. And like I said, I am so happy. I'm so satisfied. Like I said, 6 months wear. I'm giving you a close-up, guys. It literally looks brand new except that one spot that I'm going to clean after this video. And the leather and everything has holding up really well. So honestly, I like the product. So let me go ahead and talk about the Louis Vuitton one, and I'll kind of give you my afterthoughts. But so far, I'm gonna be honest, this one fits the most. When you go on my Instagram account, when you see like me using this on a daily basis, I felt more happy, and I love the wear that I got more on this Prada one. The Louis Vuitton one was very, very hard to get, and I want to say like, but I think I'm just kind of over it, and because I want to make more space as I'm about to add a new handbag in my collection. But B, it's just like, I'm not the biggest Louis Vuitton fan in general. You guys already know this, but I just don't really like a lot of monogram. Says the person that has 2 Dior monogram bags and a Gucci monogram right there. But I don't know, I don't know, like, I just feel like I'm not the biggest monogram person, you know. I can't wear a printed top and wear this. It's too much, versus my Prada one, I can. And for me, also the Pochette leather is something that I can't really get down with a lot, because when I was in Denver, when it rains, you know, I always have to hide the bag. I always have to put it under my shirt. I always have to, you know, I don't want to get any water damage on the Pochette leather. And I also don't really like when Louis Vuitton bags patina. There's certain, like, if you can get a really nice even honey patina, I may like it. but for the most part I like it to be, you know, a little bit more clear, a little bit more white. Like that's just the way I like my the Louis Vuitton pieces to look like. And for me, this round coin purse, yes, it's cute, yes, it's nice, but to be honest, I don't really use it as often. I may put my AirPods in here, but that's pretty much about it. I love the Prada that you can actually fit a credit card and a debit card or whatever, some sort of card you want to carry, and it's just super easy. Versus this one, it's cute, but it's not really functional. Yes, you can put your AirPods in here, but I'm not gonna put coins in here, guys. You see the lining in here, it's gonna get dirty really easily. And you know, when I spend a lot of money on something, I want to make sure that I have longevity with it. And the zipper is nice and smooth throughout the entire bag. But you know, the biggest, you know, yes for the Prada and the no for the Louis Vuitton is the little pouch. Like I use the Prada one a lot more, and just because of the pouch, like that makes a big difference for me. Also, on the strap right here, it is in the khaki color. It says Louis Vuitton throughout it. And then on the actual bag, it has the chain right here. And sometimes, like I said, kind of like the Pochette, I go through periods of times where I have the chain, where I don't have the chain. It just honestly just kind of goes back and forth. But right now I do have it on for the video. And on the inside, it has a pocket, and it says Louis Vuitton made in France. And I did get mine in London, and I got it, I think the date code on this one is the last week in January of this year, and has a little back pocket. I have like a little straw wrapper inside of there. But for the most part, like I didn't, you know, my bags in general, they do get wear, but they don't get extremely amount of wear because I change my bag out every single day. Every single day with the outfit that I'm wearing, I change out my bag every day. Like there's not a day where I really repeat the same bag. If anything, I do 2 outfit changes in a day sometimes, but I don't really tend to wear the same bag. The only bag that I really use all the time is my Dagny Dover backpack, but other than that, every other bag in my collection gets rotated. So this one has a little bit smaller one. Now I will say, the only thing I really liked about this bag is that I can put my vlogging camera here, and my vlogging camera would not get scratched, nothing would happen, and I always knew it was here. And since it had, you know, a little bit of thickness to it, it would kind of make the bag look a lot more fuller. And then in the back here, I would just put my little card case in the pocket, and I'll just put everything else in here. The hardware and everything, you know, has been holding up really well. I can't really say anything bad about it. Like I said, I take really good care of my bags. I really baby them, I treasure them. You know, I work hard for each and every single one of my bags by myself. So I tend to really appreciate all the things that I have in my collection. And for me, I just, you know, I like the bag. I think it's nice, but I don't think I need 2 of them right now in my collection. I think I want another bag a little bit more. And so for me, even if I wasn't going for the next bag that I'm gonna buy, I still felt like it was kind of time to, you know, let this go. And as you can see right here, I also got it through like the zipper. It would catch a little bit and it would get kind of dirty right here. So, you know, so if it was overstuffed, sometimes this little zipper will kind of go through here. So as you can see, it did get like a little bit dirty in it right here. And then on like the first day I bought it, it kind of pulled a little bit right here on the stitching. So that's also kind of been kind of, you know, it is what it is. And I'll show you a difference in the vachetta. So this one's a little bit more clear, and this one's starting to get more of a tan. And especially here in Texas, I see bags that are like under a year old from Louis Vuitton. It's just because it's so sunny, it's so much sunshine, it gets very hot here in Texas. You can, the patina of it gets a lot more, especially if you use it more on the daily basis. But did I enjoy my time using this bag? I mean, yeah, I mean, I did use it. I brought it with me to all my trips. I used it throughout everything, and you know, it served its purpose. I liked it, but you know, like I said, I'm not the biggest Louis Vuitton person. That's just my opinion. I have like, after this item, I will only have 2 items from Louis Vuitton in my collection, which I'll show you right now. This little clay that I bought in high school, and as you can see, it's been super worn. Like this has been through the ringer. And then this little reverse monogram card case. And I may get like maybe another Louis Vuitton down the road. I know a lot of my friends, a lot of my family members, they are obsessed with Louis Vuitton. They love Louis Vuitton, and that's good for them. It's just for me, like I like other brands. I like Tory Burch, I like Dior, I like Saint Laurent. I just like other brands, and sometimes I feel like the Louis Vuitton brand doesn't match me as a person. And so, you know, I did love this bag when I got it. I got it in London. It was my first solo trip. I went there by myself, and you know, it did have a lot of memories. But you know, sometimes you just have to let stuff go, guys. You know, I will always have the pictures, I will always have the memories in my head of me buying this bag. And for me, honestly, I've been going back and forth to selling this bag since the beginning of June, and now I think I'm gonna finally hit the bullet and sell it. And you know, I liked it, but honestly, I use my Prada a lot more, and I don't feel like I need two kind of these similar kind of bags in my collection. Let me rephrase that. I may get the Prada reissue, but just the top handle in the nude color, just because I feel like that would go through my style. And I'm also going through a style change right now. I feel like my style has changed again. And you know, 2 years ago, I felt like all the items that I was buying, oh my god, like these are classic, which they are. Most of it is, like 80% of it, 85% of it. But I'm just going through another style change again, and I just felt like, oh my god, Sergio, the last 2 years, that's what you told yourself, and now you're going through anything. So right now, I feel like I'm going through a time period and a time phase where I'm like maturing, where I just kind of am growing up a lot these last couple of like weeks. And I've just noticed that my style's changing, and the things that I want are just changing in general. And so for me, I just find that this bag just hasn't, it doesn't have a purpose in my life anymore. And like I said, if you like the bag, if you like the monogram, if you want to have kind of like a it bag, you know, it's nice. It's a nice bag to have. You know, I wouldn't be mad if one of my friends got them. I'd be really happy for them, you know, because it's a hard bag to find, and you got it and you love it, you know. I'm happy for you. But for me, I love my Prada one a lot more. I'm content with the little 2 SOGs that I have from LV. It's just nice and perfect. So yeah, if we're comparing both of them right now to get, if we're both comparing them right now and you're deciding, oh my god, which one should I get, which one should I not get, honestly, go with what you want, because at the end of the day, you know your style more than yourself, and you're going to be the one spending their money. Or you know, if you're going to get as a Christmas gift, or you know, whatever, you know, somebody's buying it for you, at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that's going to be carrying it. You're going to be the one that's getting the wear out of it. So I would go with whatever you love in general. For me, for my style, for my taste, for my aesthetic, for my lifestyle, I think this one functions a lot more, and I feel like over time this one will hold up a lot better, just because this has vachetta leather on it, and this will look a little bit more darker. And you know, I like the things that look kind of more timeless, and this I can have for 20 years, and there's nothing that could, you know, define that it's 20 years old, you know, necessarily. It may be modified a little bit throughout the years, but since this one has vachetta leather, you can tell that, you know, if it gets super dark, that this bag is super old, or it's been, you know, it's been used a lot. So for me, I just like my things to look very classy and timeless, and I just feel like this one right here, from you know, out of both of these, I prefer the Prada one. Like I said, I know a lot of my friends and a lot of people have this Pochette, and this may be a shock for you guys, or not a shock that I'm getting rid of it. It's just, I'm just kind of over it, and you know, I loved it, I used it. And that's the great thing about buying handbags and stuff like that are kind of popular, is, you know, you can use it for a little bit, but once you're done with it, you pretty much can get your entire money back. I got this one for a really great price. I got this before 3 price increases, and I got it at London Heathrow, and I got it, so basically I got it tax-free before 3 price increases. I basically paid the price of a Speedy for this bag, basically, in London. And so, you know, I loved it. And you know, when I sell it, I'm just gonna put this money to another handbag that I'm gonna be purchasing. But at the end of the day, if I were to pick one, I love my Prada one a little bit more. The only thing I will say about the Prada is that on the plaque right here, you can see how it gets dinged up a little bit, and it's because of the chain. And so for me, it doesn't bother me. I like the little bit of wear on it, but I just thought that I would point that out, that it does get dinged up a little bit on the plaque, dinged up a little bit. So sometimes I just carry it in the back like that, but I thought I would point that out, that it can get dinged up a little bit. But like I said, what I like is that they're all mix and match. I can use them for whatever I want. I've seen people use this as belts. For me, I personally wouldn't do that. I mean, if you like that type of stuff, kind of look a little bit more different, for me, I either use it like top handle or I use it with the strap, either or. But I feel like this would hold the test of time a lot more, because this has already been out before. And you know, if you had that in your collection before, now it's like, right now everybody kind of likes this bag, wants this bag, or knows of this bag. And I think for the price point, if you want your first designer handbag, if you want to buy something that's super versatile, a gift for for graduating college or for Christmas, I think that this one is a lot better in my opinion than the Louis Vuitton one. So this is gonna be my little review, my 6-month review, how I thought about it. The only con about this one is just that it dings up on the plaque, and that's pretty much it. For this one, the main one is during the zipper, it would catch a little bit, and as you can see, it got a little dirty, and I didn't really necessarily like that, and that I have to baby the Pochette leather. And also, I'm not the biggest monogram fan. I just felt like it wouldn't go with a lot of my outfits, or just be a little bit too loud for my taste. One, I definitely would say the Prada over the Louis Vuitton. If you have both, but if you have one, I would definitely love to hear your opinions and your thoughts down below. So this one right here in the US costs $1,840 plus tax, and this one's super hard to get your hands on. This one's $1,290. I just say prices just for in general. I got these a lot lower than what they are now. It's a lot more easier to get your hands on. It's hard, but it's not super hard, not the end of the world. So yeah, here's my 6-month review of my Pochette bags, and you know, my Prada one and my Louis Vuitton one. And if you have any other one, if you have either or one of these bags, or if you're thinking about one, or you think I'm making a right choice by selling this one and keeping this one, I would love to hear your opinions and your thoughts down below. For me, this one's like totally me. This one, I liked it, I loved it, but you know, I'm kind of over it, and I'm ready to add something new into my collection. Who knows what it could be. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, guys. If you can please give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe button. I post some of the greatest sellings, and they change from video to video. And yeah, I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. And bye bye Louis Vuitton, and hello forever bag Prada. Bye guys, and take care.